We recognize that there had been misunderstandings and strong words in the past. I was pleased to be able to make very, very clear that Canada supports one united India, and that we are unanimous as a government, as ministers on this issue, as a Prime Minister on this issue. And that we look forward to continuing to work together, understanding, of course, that Canada values freedom of expression, defending human rights, and a broad range of perspectives. We will always stand against violent extremism, either at home or abroad, but we understand that diversity of views is one of the great strengths of Canada. I was able to make that very clear to him, and I look forward to improving the relationship between Canada and the Punjab as we move forward.
Minister Singh says that he raised with you today the issue that he believes there are extremist elements within the Sikh communities in Canada. Do you believe that to be the case, and what are you planning to do about it?
We have always been working with the Indian authorities, Canadian authorities and Indian security services work closely together to ensure that we're keeping our citizens safe and making sure that we're following the rules and protecting from violent extremism. We will continue to work on these issues wherever they arise in the world or at home. This is something that we have always committed to in collaboration with a broad range of partners around the world.
We've seen in Canada displays of martyr posters that honor the mastermind of the Air India bombing. So isn't it time to take this irritant out of the relationship and publicly condemn that practice at public gatherings?
First of all, I have regularly. First of all, I have met with multiple chief ministers on this trip. This is something that is important for deepening the friendship and the positive relationship, economic, political, and person-to-person ties between Canada and India, which was at the center of this, the purpose for this trip. As I've said many times, we will always defend freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, human rights, while being strong against hate speech or against the incitement to violence or obviously violent extremism. This is something that I've said many, many times, and I've continued to repeat it across this trip, how diversity of views, different perspectives is at the heart of what makes Canada successful, and respect for a broad range of views while we stand strongly against violence and extremism is what Canada has always stood for.
So, Prime Minister, it seems like this is still maybe a shadow over the relationship with India, and I mean, I know you'd say the free speech is an issue here, but politicians can exercise their free speech as well. Is it acceptable for people to display posters of Talvinder Parmar, arguably Canada's worst mass murderer, or in a way that glorifies him?
No, I do not think we should ever be glorifying mass murderers, and I'm happy to condemn that.